the Virtual Living Dayton kitchen with nutritionist Angelica Niemann. Angelica, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Grace. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. What are we making today?
We are making a modern version of Bubble and Squeak. Have you ever had Bubble and Squeak, Grace?
No, I've never even heard of that. What is that?
Well, it's a British dish. It's basically a fancy term for leftover casserole. It's three main ingredients, some type of meat, vegetables, and mashed potatoes. We're going to make it healthy, and also the holidays are right around the corner, so we're going to make a holiday twist on it as well. Thanksgiving is almost here.
Yeah,
So we're
I'm
going to
so excited.
Yes, me too. We're going to start on the mashed potatoes. We're going to do cauliflower mash. So the ingredients for this are very simple. One head of cauliflower. If you have carrots or parsnips or anything else, sweet potatoes, you can change it up, whatever kind of vegetable you have. A third a cup of milk, some ricotta cheese that's going to make it real light and fluffy and velvety, a little bit of fresh lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste, sage, my favorite Thanksgiving seasoning. It's a fresh herb over here, some unsalted butter, and then this is kind of the secret ingredient. It is roasted garlic paste. You just cut the
Oh.
head off the garlic, put a little bit of olive oil, wrap it in tin foil, and then cook it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And it comes out to be a really gooey paste, and it's so savory. So you just mash it all together. You can either do this by hand, or if you'd like to use a food processor or blender, it depends on what kind of texture you want. So if you want it more creamy, I would suggest using the blender, but I like mine with a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of a chunk to it. So I'm going to keep it just mashing it by hand like this. And you can get the kids involved with this.
Yeah, most definitely. And I love that it has that healthy twist. So it's even a way to kind of sneak in those vegetables, even when we have those reluctant ones that don't want the vegetables. This is a great way to sneak them in.
It is so savory, Grace, and such a great comfort food. Honestly, you're not going to miss the potatoes. It is so good.
Gosh, that's awesome. And I've never heard of cooking garlic this way.
Oh,
But you
yeah,
can definitely see how soft it is.
it is. It's really great. Almost has a little bit of a sweetness at the end. It has a bit of a bite. I love that. And I think it's great on vegetables or chicken, any kind of protein or healthy food that you're trying to get your kids to like. A little bit of garlic mash on top. The garlic paste is so delicious.
So the results of what you're stirring up right now is cauliflower mashed potatoes.
Yes, correct.
Wow, that looks amazing and just filled with flavor and that creaminess. Look how good that looks, and you'd never know it's cauliflower. That is so cool. Awesome. Well, let's jump to a break, and when we come back, we'll keep going with this recipe. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. We're excited to be in the Virtual Living Dayton kitchen with nutritionist Angelica Niemann. Angelica, we're making an awesome dish here. Where are we at?
So we just finished on our first part of the Bubble and Squeak, which is the mashed potatoes. We did a cauliflower mash with some sage and some creamy ricotta. And now we're moving on to part two about the Bubble and Squeak. And this is any kind of leftovers you have from Thanksgiving or Christmas. You might still be entertaining after the holidays, and your guests will love this dish. So we start out with the flatbread. Any kind of flatbread, any kind of bread you have will work. And then we've got a creamy goat cheese and ricotta mixture here. Some sweet potatoes or any kind of mashed potatoes, anything you have will work. Turkey, we did a lean ground turkey, but you can also do a roasted turkey breast or even chicken. Some spinach, kale is also a great option. And these are the toppings. We have balsamic drizzle, pomegranate, and lemon zest.
Yum. So you can kind of make this recipe with whatever you have. That's
It's
the cool aspect of it.
Yes, it's very customizable. You can get extremely creative. And that's what I love about it because everyone has different leftovers after the holidays. And this is just a fun way to use those leftovers. I know a lot of people do soups or casseroles, but I just think this is so fun and so delicious.
Yeah, and so all you did for that mixture is you just combined the ricotta and goat cheese. Is that right?
I did. So it makes it just a really great cheesy schmear on our flatbread, just like that. And then you add the toppings. This is the fun part. So we already had this cooked roasted sweet potato. It's a superfood. I personally think this, Grace, is the star ingredient. I just love sweet potatoes.
Adding that sweetness with the ricotta and goat cheese, I could see how that'd be really good.
Yes. Oh, yes. And it goes really good with the mashed potatoes, the cauliflower mash. Honestly, mashed potatoes are my favorite side dish when it comes to Thanksgiving. What about you, Grace?
I would have to agree. I love mashed potatoes. I also love dressing or stuffing, whatever you refer to it as. Gotta love that, and gotta love the star of the show too, turkey.
Oh, yeah.
So you're kind of dressing this like a pizza in a way.
Right.
Well, I guess a flatbread makes sense.
Yeah, it's so fun, and the toppings are absolutely endless. I think we all love, the variety that you get on Thanksgiving dinner, and this, you can enjoy all of it. Your mashed potatoes, you can add your stuffing that you love. That would be a great one.
So you can bring your kids together and then just cover your Bubble and Squeak with whatever you've got left over and make a flavor-packed, delicious dish that everyone will love. And it looks amazing. Like, it looks fancy.
Thanks, Grace. It is all ready, and then you can just pop it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes in a 300-degree oven, and you are ready to eat very quickly.
Awesome. Nice and easy, nice and quick. This is a great recipe, also healthy, and of course you got those cauliflower mashed potatoes there as well. How can people find more recipes from you?
So I'm on Facebook. It is on Eat Right, Future Bright. It's my food blog, and I do tips and tricks from the kitchen as well as recipes from my cookbooks.
There you go. Such great stuff there. Angelica, thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Grace.
Of course.